In Africa's equatorial forests and savannas, a remarkable species thrives. One that shares an astonishing 98% of its genes with humans. Yes, we're talking about chimpanzees, our closest blood relatives after bonobos. When most people envision a chimpanzee, they might picture a smaller version of a human, perhaps swinging from tree to tree, and they wouldn't be far off. Adult chimpanzees stand about 4 to 5.5 feet tall, which is about 1.2 to 1.6 meters, and weigh between 70 to 130 pounds, which is anywhere between 30 to 60 kilograms. While they may not be as imposing as some of the other great apes, their strength should not be underestimated. In fact, they are about 1.35 times more powerful than humans, thanks to their higher proportion of fast-twitch muscle fibers. But where can you find these incredible creatures? Chimpanzees inhabit a range of environments across equatorial Africa, from the western regions of Senegal to the eastern expanses around Lake Albert in northwestern Tanzania. These adaptable beings make their homes in a variety of settings. Whether it's the moist and dry forests, savanna woodlands, or the unique grassland forest, chimpanzees have found ways to thrive. Each of these habitats offers a rich array of food sources and shelter, making them ideal for sustaining chimpanzee communities. The diversity of their habitats also contributes to the existence of 4 distinct subpopulations: the Western chimp, the Nigeria-Cameroon chimp, the Central chimp, and the Eastern chimp. Each of these subpopulations has adapted to their specific environments, showcasing the incredible versatility of the species. So, while they may not tower over us, chimpanzees are undeniably impressive in both their physical capabilities and their adaptability to diverse habitats. This comes as no surprise, being practically cousins to humans. Chimpanzees are quite versatile eaters. Contrary to the popular image of them munching solely on bananas, their diet is omnivorous, encompassing a wide range of foods, from fruits, leaves, buds and seeds to insects, bird eggs, and even small mammals. Depending on the region and availability, they can consume up to 200 to 300 different species of plants. Similar to humans, this dietary diversity not only provides them with essential nutrients, but also allows them to adapt to different habitats with ease. But don't let their plant-based preferences fool you. Chimpanzees are also skilled hunters and, at times, eat other animals. They engage in cooperative hunting to capture monkeys and other small to medium-sized mammals. These hunting expeditions are often led by an alpha male and involve sophisticated strategies that could rival some military operations. Typically, they corner the prey and then move in, with each member playing a specific role in the capture. Using their intelligence and social cooperation, they can isolate and take down their enemies with brutal force. Once the prey is captured, another fascinating behavior emerges: food sharing. Chimpanzees exhibit a form of food sharing that is rarely seen in other animals. After a successful hunt, the meat is distributed among the group, often starting with the higher-ranking individuals. This sharing is not just a random act, but a complex social interaction that strengthens bonds within the community. It's almost like a communal feast that serves both nutritional and social purposes. When it comes to the circle of life, chimpanzees have a reproductive cycle that bears striking similarities to humans. Female chimpanzees reach mating maturity at around the age of 10. Males, on the other hand, become capable of reproducing at about 16 years old. The females have menstrual cycles very similar to human females and come into it approximately every 36 days, unless they are pregnant. This makes them one of the few non-human species to have such a cycle. The gestation period for chimpanzees is about 8.5 months, another parallel to humans. Once the baby is born, the mother-child bond is immediate and strong. Infants are incredibly dependent on their mothers for the first few years of their lives, clinging to them for warmth, protection, and nourishment. This maternal bond is crucial for the infant's survival and emotional development. But it's not just the mothers who play a role in raising the young. The dominant male, often the father, also takes an active role in the upbringing. He serves as a protector and mentor, teaching the young ones the ways of the community and the skills needed for survival. Older siblings and other females in the group also contribute to the infant's care, making it a communal effort. This shared responsibility strengthens the social bonds within the group and ensures the well-being and survival of the next generation. As a result of their abilities, chimpanzees have a long and complex history with humans, which has evolved over centuries and has been marked by both fascination and exploitation. The earliest recorded interactions date back to the 17th century, when Europeans first encountered these remarkable creatures in Angola. Initially seen as curiosities, they were brought back to Europe as gifts for royalty and the elite. Edward Tyson, a British scientist, performed the first known detailed anatomical dissection of a chimpanzee in 1698, sparking a scientific and philosophical discourse on the connection between humans and chimpanzees that continues to this day. The 20th century saw a darker turn in this relationship. In the 1920s, chimpanzees were first used in the United States for medical and behavioral research. The US Air Force and NASA even captured wild chimpanzees for early space research in the 1950s. These experiments were often cruel, causing physical harm, psychological stress, and even death. The term chimpanzee originates from a local Angolan term for mock man, highlighting humans' complex relationship with these creatures. However, the tide began to turn in the 1960s with the groundbreaking research of Jane Goodall. Her studies in Tanzania revolutionized our understanding of these animals, revealing their complex social structures, deep familial bonds, and even their use of tools. Goodall's work also highlighted the devastating impact humans had on their habitats and populations. Her advocacy increased conservation efforts and legal protections for wild chimpanzees, although captive ones lagged in receiving similar protections. In the 1970s, the USA's Endangered Species Act made importing wild-caught chimpanzees illegal. By 2015, wild and captive chimpanzees were endangered under the Act. International frameworks like the IUCN Red List have also contributed to protecting these incredible beings. Despite these advancements, the ethical dilemma surrounding the use of chimpanzees in research persists. While we've come a long way from the days of cruel experiments, the debate over their use in medical research continues to be a point of contention. The long life history and generation time of chimpanzee populations make them particularly susceptible to even slight population decreases, adding another layer of complexity to human-chimpanzee interactions. Today, the conservation of chimpanzees is more critical than ever. Despite their remarkable adaptability and intelligence, chimpanzees face numerous challenges that threaten their survival. Currently, they are classified as an endangered species, with an estimated population ranging from 172,700 to 299,700. The threats they face are manifold and, sadly, mostly man-made. From habitat destruction due to logging, agriculture and human settlement, to the dangers of poaching and the bushmeat trade, chimpanzees are under constant threat. Climate change adds another layer of complexity to their already precarious situation. Changes in temperatures and precipitation patterns can lead to shifts in the ecosystems they rely on, affecting food availability and suitable habitats. Moreover, human activities like mining and road construction further fragment these habitats, making it increasingly difficult for chimpanzees to find food, mate, and evade predators. Organizations like the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, work tirelessly to create and maintain protected areas where chimpanzees can live, forage, and reproduce safely. Local and international laws also offer some protection. Still, enforcement remains challenging, especially in areas plagued by civil unrest and weak governance. As we continue to learn about these incredible beings, it becomes increasingly clear that protecting them is not just an act of conservation, but a moral imperative. Watch my video about gorillas next for a look into the lives of these gentle giants.